Guys, that monkey back here for another video. Welcome back to another subscriber team builder episode series. Guys, if you would like to enter in on this series, make sure you comment down below what you want on offense, what you want on defense, what's your budget. The more information you give me, the better. Guys, let's get right into it. This is actually from a week ago is when people actually did tell me what, do you have any social medias? Did I comment back to this person? Oh no, they're talking about this guy. Anyway, so I will be doing the subscriber team builders from a week ago. So let's get right into it. Starting off right away, we have Trey Smith, who said, I would have Team of the Week Cooks, David Johnson, and 92. Okay, so let me put his cards in. He already has 92 Cooks. He already has David Johnson, 89 overall. I don't know which one he has. I'm just going to assume he has the base one. And then he said he already has Deion Jones. So he already has Deion Jones. Wait, hang on. Jones. There we go. It's Deion Jones. And again, I'm just going to assume you have the base ones. Oh, Milestone Jones. Okay, so he does have Milestone Jones, he said. Okay, if I could spell, man. If I could spell. And his card is right there, and I still can't spell his name. Come on, man. Alright, and you didn't say, okay, so you said you do have the regular versions, okay. So let's get non-auction one tradable. Non-auction one tradable. Okay, so you said you want a 3 million coin team. I like big hitters on defense. Run the ball to open up the passing game on offense. Alright, so let's see what we got here. So starting off, we want to build our team around right here, Team of the Week, Brandon Cooks. So we're going to want to get some guys that are going to help out Brandon Cooks to the best of his ability. Now, we do have 3 million coins to work with, so we have a lot of coins to work with. Xbox One, thank you so much for saying Xbox One, so I know what to go off of. Because PS4 costs more than Xbox One, market-wise. Alright, so now with going off of that, we have a route runner and we have a slot expert to walk around. Now, halfback-wise, we are already covered. Now, the halfback-wise, not having, an actual card to go with kind of sucks, but it's alright. So, first card we can go with is him. Let's move him over here. He's actually an amazing run blocker. But what this gives us is we have, we need one more slot expert. So, we can go with a slot expert and we can go with Travis Kelce at tight end. So, let's go with, let's go with him. You'll see why we're going to go with Anquan. So Anquan in the slot there, we could actually move him in the slot. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go with a route runner at tight end. Actually, do we have route runner chain movers? We do. So we'll go with Greg Olsen here, which means we can go with actually a chain moving quarterback. And the guy I always recommend going with. I'm not going to go with that one because he costs too much. So we'll end up going a little bit farther down and going with this Aaron Rodgers. So this is going to give it times 2, 1, times 2 of what's called slot expert and chain movers. Route runner, we all only going to be tier 1, but it's alright. You can get uniforms to fix that right up. Now your line. Again, I always like to go with a zone blocking line. That's just how I go, I always go with a zone blocking line. It always does wonders for me. I never have a problem with zone blocking linemen. They always seem to do the job 110% of what I want them to do. So I never have an issue with it. You guys might, but I do not. So I just go off of, whatever works for me, most likely will work for you indirectly. So this is your offense. Now let's go on to your defense. So we have coverage linebacker and we have pick specialist. So our secondary will be a pick specialist type of secondary. Now starting off with coverage linebacker, we're going to be going with a coverage linebacker scheme altogether. But starting off right away, we're going to start off with Ryan Shazier. Move him up there. Now, the one thing I want you guys to do in the future is definitely tell me, the more information you give me, the better. And the reason why I say that so much, and you might be like, why does he always say the more information you give me, the better? It's because it's true. It's a very true statement, because the more information you give me, the more I have to work off of. Think about it this way. If someone told you, hey, build me a team, right? And you're like, okay, cool. Gotcha. I'll build your team right now. And, they don't give you any information. How are you supposed to know what to go off of? And how are you supposed to know how to build them a squad if you don't know anything about what they play? They could, let's say you give them really fast guys that can't block shed. And they're like, well, I like to block shed, I like to blitz my corners. Well, now, now you build a team that is nothing to do with how they like to build their or how they like to run their team, cut guys. But yeah, so it's kind of difficult to, build a team for somebody when you don't know how they play. So it comes down to that. I need, the more information you give me, the better. I don't just say that. I say it out of, actually trying to build you the best squad I could possibly build you. So remember that whenever I say, give me the more information you give me, the better. I honestly mean the more information you give me is the better. So let's get right into it, guys. Now at right end, we will have actually for the whole defense, we have about 300K for the defensive line. Let's actually go with someone who's not too expensive, but definitely still a pack a punch in Charles Haley. Now with Charles Haley done with, and we got Charles Haley, we'll go with pass rusher and line pusher and Ed Tutal Jones, which actually is a very, very good budget D tackle, especially if you only have 100. Like if you have a 100K budget, Ed Tutal Jones is not that bad. Now I would recommend going with a line pusher. Wait, do we have tackle machine up here? I know he's too much, but I just want to see how much we have. Okay, so let's go with line pusher then. Go with regular line pusher guy because it looks like we should be good at going with Poe. So here's your team, my man. First person down. Here is your squad. About 2.96 million. Again, if this was on PS4, this is why I tell you, tell me what system you play on. We'll go on PS4. 3.27 million. That's like, 400K more on PS4. So that's why I tell you guys, tell me what system you play on. It's very, very important. So next person we have here is going to be build a 1 million coin team based around chain movers, lockdown, deep defender, cover line. Okay. All right. Did you tell me you told me everything on defense and just offense? Okay. One thing on offense and everything else on defense. So you didn't tell me what system you play on. So again, very, very important. You saw a 600K difference based on system. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, system doesn't matter as much. 600K difference is a very, very big difference. Trust me. If you had a difference between saying, hey, would you like 0 coins or 600K coins? Obviously, 600K would be in your what you choose. So just remember that 600K, very, very big difference. But it's alright, because I'm guessing you mean you're not trying to get me to build your team for you. You're trying to get in general. You just want to see what it would look like. So, no big deal. No big deal. So we got chain moves here too already down, but I will go with a tight end just so that I can finish off chain movers. So there we go. All right. So offensively so far we spent about 298K. Let's actually go with 1 million up here, so we can get everything good there. And we're about 700K under budget. Okay. So we will have to go kind of cheap on this because of the fact that all of our coins for this is going to come in our defense. So we're going to have to really work around our defense. So we're going to try to go as cheap as possible on offensive wise, like line wise, because of the fact that we're trying to go very, very, heavy on defense. So let me actually just get a zone blocking here. What's that one guy that we have? Who's like here he is. He's a monster. Alright. So yeah, 570K to go on defense, and you said you wanted me to build you around lockdown, deep defender, coverage linebacker, inside blitzer. Alright, so starting off with coverage. Wait, did you say field general? I about to say, if you said field general, man, you can't build field general in. Well, you can, but not for 1 million coins. It would be very difficult. So I'm just glad you didn't say both. That would have been annoying. But when it comes to coverage linebacker, that's very easy to build. Obviously, you can just do this. You actually wait. Let me change that up real fast. Let's go him, but I don't want to go this guy because. Did you say pick specialist? You did not. So let's not go him. Because he's great for pick specialist, but you're not going for pick specialist. So, and you did say you wanted to go with deep defender, inside blitzer. Okay. So you want to go deep defender. Gotcha. Let's go with him. And we'll just build this whole entire area here around deep defender. I know a lot of people love deep defender. I personally love pick specialist the most, but you know, deep defender is not that bad. It's definitely, it adds a lot to coverage, and you gotta love coverage. So anything that adds coverage is always a nice thing. You wanted this to go around inside Blitzer, so we'll go around inside Blitzer here. Let's go with him. Now, inside Blitzer, there's not too many great players inside Blitzer. I know we do have Sue. And finalizing it off, we could go with this guy. Alright, so here's your team, my man. This is 1 million coins based around lockdown, deep defender coverage, linebacker, inside Blitzer. As you can see, we do have lockdown 1, 2, or tier 1, and we have deep defender tier 2. So, sorry, we actually, with one uniform, you can get lockdown tier 2. So, very, very nice. So, anyway, let's go on to the next person. Alright. 300k, and this is your team. Okay, you have 300k, you said. Alright, wait, hang on. What did exactly you say? So, I'll put better ones. I will be willing to sell. Okay, so you have 300k to upgrade. Your team is pretty nice, honestly. Honestly, I don't know who you should get. Again, your team is pretty nice. Honestly, it depends. Again, guys, remember, the more information you give me, the better. Remember that. I say that for a reason. Because I don't know what do you want on defense? Are you a 4-3-3-4? Most likely, by the way you are running this, you are a 3-4. I would guess. This is a 3-4 because you want your linebackers to be blitzers. You want 2 solid middle linebackers, and you want just big bodies on the D line. So I'm guessing you're going to go for a 3-4 here. If you're a 3-4, I would kind of recommend, if you're a 300k, upgrade Paul Kruger. Get rid of him. I don't understand why you have him other than edge setter, and that's only for one guy. So my recommendation would be get rid of Paul Kruger. If you would like to keep, the edge setter ability to go with him, I would get Von Miller. And actually not Von Miller. He goes from 1-300k. I don't know. I would go with someone better here. Yeah, I definitely, honestly, your team is really, really nice in my opinion. Like, there's not too much areas I'd recommend upgrading. Maybe left guard, right tackle, right guard. Again, if you had 300k, if you want to keep edge setter, which I don't know, it's only going to help out one player. I honestly probably, if you're going to upgrade and you want a cheap upgrade, I would go with Hendricks. But if you want a more expensive upgrade, I don't know who I would honestly go with. Like, again, I know Kruger. The problem with Kruger is he doesn't. It's not like he's so slow that he's unusable. He has an 80 speed, which is so bad. Maybe go with like if you can 315k. You said you have some players to sell. I'd honestly get rid of Kruger and I get this Charles Haley. I'm rocking the Charles Haley right now, and I love him. So I'd honestly probably get him and upgrade him from Kruger. Other than that, and that's about 300k upgrade, your team looks pretty nice. Maybe upgrade the corner. Maybe some linemen, upgrade better left guard, but better right tackle. Other than that, your team is pretty nice. So I can't really, go too crazy recommending too much more, because again, your team is pretty nice. So let's go on to the next one. Alright, how many more people do we have? Where are your face cams? Sorry guys. Somebody told me something, I'm just sitting there like, really? Alright, alright, so we have, wait, making sure I haven't done somebody already. Done someone's lineup already. Best linebacking squad with 250 coins. I'm I'm guessing you mean like your best just linebackers. So best linebackers for 350,000. Let's see. Can I do this? Let me see if I can do something here, guys. I think I might be able to. Well, this is honestly what I would. This is my, point of view on the best linebackers based on how I want my defense. But, obviously it's a little different for everybody. But this is honestly for 300,000 coins. 2 really good coverage, speedy linebackers, and then 2 good speed middle linebackers. That's my best middle linebacking core for 300,000 coins. I think that I would go with. But go to the next one. On the run game, I typically run halfback dive or power O. I have a budget 175K. Okay, so let's see. 175K. I bad, not mean to hit the mic. You didn't tell me what system you played on, bro. You gotta tell me the system, man. Okay, so 365K. 175K. Okay. Now the issue is, again, that's like no coins. So I'm not trying to go very cheap on your team, my man, but it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. It's always difficult when you don't have many coins to work with. Because again, we're gonna have to go like very, very cheap options. Like we can't splurge the urge in any area. So, okay. So we have to go very, very, honestly cheap. And I don't like going cheap because I know a lot of people like, they want the, really great team. But the issue is when you only have a certain amount of coins, like my man here does, it's difficult to go, expensive in any category because there's not that many, positions you can go with. So it's kind of difficult, and to say the least, there's going to be a lot of gold cards because, that's just how that works out. I try to go elite as much as possible in this team, but obviously that's not going to be the easiest to do. Okay. Go Beasley, and then defensively, again, we have to go a lot of gold, so. Which is not bad. I mean, a lot of gold cards people really underrate, which is an issue with what people do with MUT. They underrate a lot of good cards, but, if it's not like a 99 overall, like, I don't want them, but there's a lot of good golds. You just need to, kind of pick out the bunch. I'm probably going to do a video on, what's called the best gold gems. I'll probably do a video on that because there's a lot of good gold cards that a lot of people just kind of look away from and they don't really care about, and that's probably the main issue with a lot of people. They don't really focus on the good golds. So that's what I'm probably going to do a series about that. But in the near future, time will tell. I will be doing different types of series. I'm going to be doing a lot of different series on this channel, guys. So remember, if you are excited, make sure you hit that like button. Okay. Go with Everson Griffin. Let's go with... Yes, I do realize I did do a crazy offensive line just to do all golds everywhere else. I know. Alright. And I'll go with Poe. So this is your team, my man. Again, 175K is not going to get you too much. It's not going to get you something crazy, but that's a pretty nice team. All right, last team for this video. Can you do... honestly, when you say a whole team around Melvin Gorden, I don't... There's not too much to go around when it comes to that. And I don't know what one you mean. I'm guessing you mean the lower one. But honestly, the whole team would be just get bruising back, offensive lineman, get ankle breaker wide receivers, and that's pretty much it. Because when you do a whole team around one player, one thing you want to do offense, one thing, but two things, you just want to get bruising back and ankle breaker tier 2. So that's all you pretty much would do. Is one thing, get a fullback that gets bruising back, And honestly, I'd probably go with him. That's going to get him to almost tier 2. And then probably Brandon Marshall. And then just get 2 ankle breakers. And you're pretty much it. And again, I'm just going, you didn't give me a budget to work with. So I would probably just go with this. And there you go. Tier 2, all based around this man right here. So thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.